Leo, you are up for the February Love Energy Reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Okay, so obviously this is the love reading. The general readings for February are already up. Once I finish the love readings, I will go into the money readings. Also, technically, we are still in January as I'm recording this, so all of the January readings are up. The general, the love, and the money. Whatever reading you watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just sitting here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I've said that, let's get into the reading, Leo. All right. May I have the energy for Leo for February? May I have the energy for Leo for February? May I have the energy of Leo for February? What is it that Leo needs to hear? What is it that Leo needs to hear? What is it that Leo needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? Thank you. I don't know why. I think there was a miscommunication about something. I'm going to take all of these. And somebody might have realized that something wasn't what it was. These are interesting cards that came out. So, first card that came out is I was disillusioned. I was disillusioned. Card that followed is we will overcome this. Next card that follows, lies and partial truths. That's where I feel the miscommunication came in at. Lies and partial truths. I feel because, I'm trying to see how to say this. I'm looking for an example. I have one kind of in my head, but I want to make sure because I want to get the point across. Okay. Yeah. For a situation, let's say that somebody went out of town and you thought, or not you thought, you heard they went to San Antonio. But really, they went to Austin. Instead, you confront them about going to San Antonio because they went out of town and they didn't tell you about it. But then you find out, okay, it wasn't what you thought. In other words, you were thinking that they went to one city. They actually went to the other. You confront them about the city that you thought they went to, and they're like, I didn't go there, which is true. They didn't go there. But at the same time, they didn't say, oh, by the way, I went to Austin, or oh, by the way, I went to San Antonio, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there was some of those situations where it was like, you might have been calling them out on one thing, but they didn't do it, and really they did another. But they didn't tell the other thing they did. They were just able to deny that they did the one thing you were calling them out on because it wasn't true. If that makes sense. You see where I'm coming from on this? It's almost like they're allowing you to believe what you want to believe. At the same time, they're not looking to correct the record either. It doesn't mean that they're doing what you think they're doing. They were doing something else. But they're not telling you the other thing that they're doing. This thing right here, lies and partial truths, I feel that's where the miscommunication came in. Right there. As I was saying at the beginning. Now, the other card that came out is second option. Second option. So for some of you, you may have been a second option. Maybe they were your second option. Maybe some of you have realized you have a second option. And then the other card that came out is some people never change. This is giving me the vibes that you kind of already know who this person is. That's what... And then I just heard in my head, a leopard never changes his spots. So, yeah. I feel like the partial truths and lies, I feel like that is their MO. Where they don't tell you everything. Some of you might be dealing with the air sign. Not trying to be shady towards air signs, but I'm just telling you. Some of you might be dealing with an air sign. Just because that's air sign qualities. Okay. Other card that came out is wrong time and place. Wrong time and place. So maybe this particular time is tougher for you with this individual because they haven't grown yet. Now, I don't know why I feel growth is an option in the future. I don't know if it's the near future or the far future. But I feel growth is an option. But right now, while they're in this energy of, I don't want to say deceit, while they're in this energy of secrecy, I feel it would be hard for anything meaningful to materialize. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Because again, going back to a leopard doesn't change its spots. Until they grow, they're going to remain the same. They're still going to be the same person telling lies and partial truths. I'll clarify this and see what we get. Something keeps on telling me to look at the bottom of the deck. Hold on. What was at the bottom? I need to reach out. That's what it says at the bottom of the deck. It says, I need to reach out. Some of you might be feeling like you do need to reach out. Some of you are feeling like you can fix this. This, we will overcome this might be your energy instead of theirs. Saying that, okay, we can work through this. That's an option. You have free will, but I'm telling you right now, unless they grow, you're going to be stuck doing the same thing until they grow. Once they grow, it might have a chance. But if they're not growing, I mean, what's the point? Just saying. Again, you have free will. You can do what you want to do. Let me clarify some of this. Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on the table? What is it that Leo needs to hear? What is it that Leo needs to hear? What is it that Leo needs to hear? Bottom of the deck is Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is passionate but inconsistent. So for this, there may be passion with this. Some of you, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm just reading the energy and delivering the message. Some of you want to reach out because you want some. And by some, I mean physical. So, yeah, that's some of the energy I just picked up. Maybe they're good in bed. But as for relationship, I wouldn't expect much. At least not right now. Thank you. Yeah, somebody wants to reach out because Knight of Cups is here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And I don't know why that Whitney Houston song is playing through my head. Thank you. Didn't we almost have it all? By the way, I'm using the Monera deck. Just a heads up, this deck is very explicit. So when I hold up cards, I don't want you to be like, oh my God. I'm just letting you know right now. So, yeah. We have Queen of Wands. And we have the Four of Cups. Now, with the Queen of Wands, this is magnetic energy, is what this is. And the Queen of Wands is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Is very charismatic. Thank you. Is very charismatic, very confident, does their thing. Leo type of energy, because Queen of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, with this, and again, I feel like some of this is sex-based, is what I feel like. Not just because the deck is a sexual deck, but I feel like some of this is sex-based. The Four of Cups came out in the reverse. This is letting me know, going back to this option thing, for some of you, someone may have been a second option because Four of Cups in the upright, and this is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Four of Cups in the upright is where there's an offer and the person is oblivious to it, or they're not content, or they just flat out don't want it. They don't see the value in it. Or they're so caught up in other things that they just can't entertain that fourth cup. When it's in the reverse, usually it means that somebody had a eureka moment. And they're like, oh, there it is. I know what I want now. I feel that's the case with someone. Either it's the case with you or the case with them. Whoever was having someone as a second option, that person, whether it's you or them, has realized, oh, there's something here, is what that is. Now, let me take some more. Whoop, that came out. What is this? The Star. Yeah, they want to heal this. Somebody wants to heal this. Again, and see, this, the Star, would really be a clarifier for this because it's the same energy. This, we will overcome, this is Star energy. This is healing. This is faith. This is hope. This is a wish. Also, it's paying attention to one person, too, because the Star is the star of the show. This is Aquarius energy. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius as well. So with the Star, this is saying, okay, we want to heal this. We want to make this better, is what we want to do. Now, thank you. What is this? This came out earlier as I was doing the shuffling and the pre-shuffling stuff. This came out earlier. Four of Swords. You're on break right now, is what you're doing. Some of you are on break. Again, I'm going back to a leopard doesn't change its spots. If this person is not grown, there isn't anything of substance to create a foundation for this relationship. The only thing that you have right now are just memories. But I don't feel you have a foundation, a true foundation, because again, there were lies involved. And we have the Two of Cups, where it's partnership. And somebody wants this, and this can also be a soulmate card too, where someone wants to be with the other person, or both of you want to be together. But again, if they haven't grown, it's not, I'm not going to say it's not going to happen because anything is possible. I will say it will be extremely difficult for this to happen. Anything else that Leo needs to hear? Thank you. Strength. So yeah, and it's interesting in this particular picture how she's holding on to the tree. So it's about, some of you are about having the strength to hold on. You want to hold on to this relationship. Leo, I feel like this is you because this is your card, is what this is. Strength is you. So you want to hold on to the relationship. I'm not knocking you for that. If there is somebody that you're in love with, you feel they're the one, good for you. I'm glad somebody has found someone they can feel that way about. At the same time, I need for you to be realistic. I'm surprised Pentacles haven't come out in this because I think of grounded energy is what I think of, where it's like, okay, yeah, I want to be with this person, but at the same time, this person, was it this one? Yes. This person lies in partial truths. And then I just caught this cat right here. There's a cat in here. There may be something of significance with the cat for some of you. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But like I was saying, these lies and partial truths. How can you build something on that? Anything else before I close this out? Anything else Leo needs to... Okay. All right. So, we have... And there we go. All right. This is the thing. So, Three of Pentacles fell out in the reverse. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Three of Pentacles can be about working with each other. Three of Pentacles can be about contract. For some of you, I just heard, some of you were dealing with someone that was married, and now they're getting a divorce, and now they want to be with you. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For others of you, this whole option thing, this Three of Pentacles in the reverse confirms it. This particular person might have been dealing with multiple people, but now they're not dealing with multiple people anymore because the Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. In addition to that, the Four of Wands is here, which is about upgrading, commitment, stability, promotion, celebration, those type of things. Fire energy. I feel for some of you, you're willing to give this person a chance, and you're willing to even look past the lies and the partial truths. As long as they only deal with you, as long as there isn't a third party. And with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the third party is out of the picture, at least according to the cards and the energy. What else do I have? Yeah, somebody wants commitment. We have, for some of you, you're going to be shocked about this. We have the Hierophant and we have the Tower. So for some of you, this is going to shock you. Hierophant is Taurus energy. Tower is Scorpio and Aries energy, is what this says. So it's going to shock you with this. But yeah, now the question becomes, can a leopard really change its spots? Was there any type of growth here? That's the question. Was there any type of growth? They're doing all of this stuff where they're like, okay, I cut off the outside person. I'm ready to commit. I want to level up, this and that. I want to only focus on you. Okay, you're saying this, you're taking some of the actions. However, comma, can you keep that same energy? Does a leopard really change its spots? All right, so something told me to look at the bottom. What's this at the bottom? Page of Swords. There might be some electronic communication going on too, especially if you haven't heard from this person in a while. Don't be surprised if you get a text message or an email or something like that, or you may be reaching out to them. I just heard Facebook as well. So, yeah. All right, that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, Leo, be blessed.